Hello guys, and welcome to your cryptocurrency report for November 2nd, 2018. Listen, glad to have you guys here on the show. I'm going to talk a little bit about Ripple this morning, but first we're going to open up the charts right here, and we're going to get into the Bitcoin price today and the price action. We're going to go down to the 30-minute here, and we're going to open the charts up a little bit so we can see. We're at $3,454 at Bitstamp. And what we're seeing is we're getting a few little movements up in the price. It's starting to warm up again today. The Bitcoin price is on the move. We're getting a little bit of a raise in price. She's starting to go up for the first time in a long time. Let's seriously take a look at the 1 minute here. And we can see she's slowly, well, let's take a look at the 15-minute. No, let's take a look at the 3 minute. Okay, you can see it best in the 3 minute here. You can see the price is starting to climb. It was down around 62.88 or 6,290, and it's climbed up as far in the last little bit up to 33.55. So we're looking at getting up near $100 raise in price overnight and this morning. So it is heating up a little bit. Let's take a look at cryptocurrency market capitalizations. And what we're noticing today is we're noticing that the market cap is 205 billion, almost 206 billion. Bitcoin dominance of 53.4%. Bitcoin has been maintaining an awful strong dominance over all the altcoins. We're seeing Bitcoin Cash taking off here. It's up 6.37%. That's a strong little increase in price, $450.98. XRP is taking off too. It's up 1.68%, but it hasn't taken off big yet. It's still under 50 cents, 45, almost 46 cents each for XRP, Ripple. Litecoin's 51.16 on Litecoin. It was down below $50, you know. And I was saying, whenever Litecoin's below $50, that's a bargain. That's a bargain in the making. Now, let's take a look at this article about Ripple. It says that Ripple is trying to expand to one of the world's fastest growing marketplaces, the Middle East. Ripple is a leading player in the blockchain-based financial payments sector. It is looking to expand to the Middle East as one of the fastest-growing marketplaces in the world. The region's openness and progressive approach to new technologies. It's an excellent opportunity for the San Francisco-based startup. Not only will the blockchain technology bring greater economic opportunities for the region, but it also aligns well with Sharia law. Now, see, I didn't know that Ripple aligns well with Sharia law. I didn't know that. It says a regulatory approach many Middle Eastern countries follow. Yes, this is true. They follow Sharia law. I knew that. I knew they follow Sharia law, but I didn't know that Ripple aligns itself with Sharia law. But this makes it so that Ripple can move readily into the Middle East if it aligns itself with Sharia law. It says, Ripple announced the Global Islamic Economic Summit in Dubai on October 30th, 2018, that they are keen to expand to the Middle East. According to a speech delivered by, the guy's last name is Rayo, the head of infrastructure and innovation at Ripple. They will set up a Dubai-based office before the end of 2018. The organization is eager to enter the Middle East because they recognize that the region is open to emerging technologies and ripe with new opportunities. Yeah, you know, there's huge cities in the Middle East, like Dubai, and there's just money just flowing through. It's from all the oil, these oil-rich countries, you know, tremendously. In places like Saudi Arabia and Kuwait and Bahrain and Oman and so on. It's just tremendous, the amount of extra support that Ripple could gain if it moves into this area, you know. So let's talk about one more thing before I end this program. What I want to talk about is I believe that we have a stock market crash coming up. And I'm not exactly sure what the effect is going to be on cryptocurrencies at this point in time. A lot of this depends on if we get a sudden sharp movement up in the price of cryptocurrencies before the stock market crash starts, then it's entirely possible that we'll see money flow into the cryptocurrency space during the stock market crash, because there's going to be a lot of fear and people are going to be looking for safe haven assets. It would be easy to start to actually, people actually start to use cryptocurrency as a safe haven asset if there's money flowing in. In other words, if the price is going up and they feel like, hey, you know, this is the place to move into because the price is going up. Nothing creates success like success. So if the price of Bitcoin is moving up, then they'll move in. But if it's going in the opposite direction, then they'll follow the fear. If the price of cryptocurrencies is going down during the stock market crash, then they'll follow that fear trade, and they'll go to assets that they're absolutely certain of. Gold, silver, and the dollar. Those are the three they're absolutely certain of. And I'm absolutely certain that gold, silver, and the dollar is going to do good during the market crash. After the market crash is over, and the world's central banks go back to their easy monetary policy, then the dollar's going to die, quite simply, because confidence is going to start to be lost in the purchasing power of the dollar, because inflation's going to start to roar in. And that's when gold and silver are going to really do good, and that's also when cryptocurrencies is going to do good. But there's a little bit of a gray area during the stock market crash on which way cryptocurrencies is going to go. There's only one thing that you need to do and need to know about this, is during that gray area, if cryptocurrencies do fall in price, don't sell. Don't make the mistake, because when you sell at that point in time, you're going to be incurring your loss if cryptocurrency does go down during the stock market crash. Make sure that you HODL it right through, and then on the other side, cryptocurrency will bounce back again. And won't it not only bounce back, it'll probably go up many, 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 many times over what it is now. In fact, I'm expecting the ultimate conclusion of this to be a transition where they go from the fiat monetary system into a cryptographic monetary system. And I believe that when that happens, there's going to be a tremendous amount of disruption, but also the cryptocurrencies are going to go up 1,000 times what they are now in price. So for every dollar you invest, you're going to make 1,000 back. But it's not really going to be priced in dollars. By the time that's concluded, you're not going to be thinking dollars anymore. You're going to be thinking, how much is my house worth in Bitcoin? How much is my car worth in Bitcoin? You're not going to be thinking, how much is my house worth in dollars? How much is my car worth in dollars anymore? It's a lot for us to get our head around that actually happening. And it's going to create tremendous disruption in the world, and everybody's going to have to gear over. They're going to have to, all the stores and everything are going to have to change. They're going to have to need new types of cash registers and everything else to accept cryptocurrency instead of dollars. And there's going to be a time coming, probably about 5 years from now, when you're going to walk into a store and you're going to want to spend your cash, and they're going to tell you to take it to a bank. Quite literally. They're going to say, we don't take cash here. We don't take that. Take it to a bank and exchange it. Then you're going to have to take it to a bank, and you'll be exchanging it for cryptocurrency. That's what's coming, maybe 5 years from now. And this transition, the final stage of the transition, when it happens, it's going to happen very quickly, and it's going to lead to tremendous worldwide disruption. And the reason why this is all going to happen is because the leaders that are supposed to have taken charge and taken care of the fiat currencies and kept them worth something, if they had kept the gold standard, the fiat currencies would have never died. Then people would have had faith in them forever. But the thing is they took them off of the gold standard in 1971. They took the dollar off of the gold standard. Nixon made it so it's not convertible into gold anymore. And when they did that, they snipped it free. It's like, picture it's like a hot air balloon, the dollar, and cut the cord linking it to the ground. Now it's floating into the heavens. You know? Free. It wasn't tied to gold anymore. And what they did was they repegged it to oil. But loosely. A loose peg to oil. Not a hard peg, a loose peg. So it just basically, it's SNP free. It's a fiat currency that's pegged to oil. It's been pegged to oil all this time. But now, the Chinese and other nations are breaking that peg to the dollar to oil. So now the dollar, for the first time ever, is becoming a true fiat currency. Meaning that it's only by decree that it has any value whatsoever. And it's still riding on back when it used to be the king dollar and it used to be pegged to oil. It's still actually riding on those coat sleeves. And the world kind of hasn't realized that it's actually the dollar's not pegged to anything yet. They haven't really realized that yet fully. And so the dollar's maintaining its power and its purchasing power and everything else on hot air. Nothing but hot air. And all of the other fiat currencies in the world are all pegged to the dollar. So this is a recipe for disaster for fiat currencies. And ultimately it's going to lead to disaster, and it's going to lead to a transition over from the fiat currencies into the new cryptographic currencies. And this transition, if it happens too quickly, it's going to be tremendously disruptive. A lot of people in the third world might not even make it, you know, and this is going to be bad. But it's going to make a lot of people are going to become rich, and an awful lot of people are going to become poor in all of this. And the people that can't get their head around this quick enough, the people who lag back and decide they're not going to bother with cryptocurrencies, they're going to stay fully invested in the dollar, they're going to take one heck of a beating, because by the time they finally relent and go to buy their cryptocurrency, they're going to be paying 1,000 times more than you pay now for it. Anyway, it's enough said. Thank you guys for listening. Like and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next show. Bye-bye, guys.